Hi everybody, my name is Sochi Luna, and today we're going to talk about ovarian cancer, what it is, how it starts, and how science is helping us treat it. Like most types of cancer, ovarian cancer begins with the formation of a tumor or a mass of excess cells. What makes these tumor cells different than normal cells? I'm glad you asked. The answer is, tumor cells never stop dividing. While normal cells receive signals from the body telling them to stop growing when the available nutrients are all being used, cancer cells ignore such signals. They're kind of like rebellious teenagers in that they don't follow instructions well. But what's the problem with this? Shouldn't it be like the more cells the merrier? Actually, no. The tumor cells use up all the body's limited nutrients and resources, leaving little to none for the other organs that are necessary for life. Normal cells begin to undergo cell death, while cancer cells are still undergoing cell growth. So now let's talk ovarian cancer stats. The American Cancer Society says that in 2017, about 22,000 women will be diagnosed with ovarian cancer and 14,000 will die from it. The mortality rate is 63%, meaning that just under 2 out of 3 women diagnosed with ovarian cancer will die from the disease. Part of this stems from the fact that it's hard to detect. Symptoms are generally vague and include pelvic and gastrointestinal pain, aka things that could be mistaken for a stomachache. But enough about the disease, let's talk treatment. The typical trio of treatments, surgery, radiation, and chemotherapy, is available, but scientists are developing better treatments that can target cancer cells without damaging healthy ones. The first treatment I'll talk about is bevacizumab. It's an angiogenesis inhibitor, meaning it prevents the formation of new blood vessels. New blood vessels? Hang on, I thought we were talking about tumors. Well, here's the thing. In order for a tumor to survive, it must signal for new blood vessels to grow and provide it with nutrients. If we block these vessels with a drug like bevacizumab, the cancer cells have no access to nutrients. And if you deprive a cancer cell of nutrients, it's like depriving a human of food. It's not going to turn out well for them. Another class of drugs are the PARP inhibitors. And to talk about PARP, we have to talk about DNA. DNA is the blueprint for the cell. Without it, the cell can't make important proteins or carry out cell division. Now let's say a cancer cell has defective DNA. It has 2 choices to repair the DNA, the BRCA pathway and the PARP pathway. BRCA and PARP are both genes, but let's think of them as DNA mechanics for the moment. In many cases of ovarian cancer, the patient has a mutated BRCA gene. In other words, the BRCA mechanic has gone out of business. The cell only has one option to fix the faulty DNA, PARP. PARP inhibitors put the PARP mechanic out of business or deactivate the PARP gene, leaving the cancer cell with bad DNA and no way to fix it. Often, this is enough to cause apoptosis, also known as cell death. Let's recap. In this video, you learned that cancer cells divide indefinitely, that ovarian cancer has a 63% mortality rate, and that 2 ways of treating it are angiogenesis inhibition, or blocking of nutrients, and PARP inhibition, or blocking of fixing DNA. I hope you enjoyed the video. I made it in honor of my longtime dance teacher and mentor, Talia Serra-Bradley, who recently lost her battle with ovarian cancer. Thanks for watching.